in the enchanting settings of San Martino al Cimino, a historical medieval village of the 13th century, nested between the Lake of Vigo and the Cimini Mountains, not far from Viterbo, at the shadow of the beautiful Cistercian abbey, built and consecrated by will of the Pope Innocent III in 1225. The abbey has been brought to new and everlasting splendor in the middle of 1600s by the will of Donna Olimpia Maidalchini and Pope Innocent X. In this wonderful context, plugs in the university's cooperation program that promotes dialogue and peace in the conflict areas promoted by the University of Rome III and sees IASIS, European Association of International Studies, participating actively to each stage of the program's development. The program focuses on young people and their fundamental role as ambassadors of peace.
Welcome to all the delegations of students, new students first, coming from all the Middle East and Europe. Welcome to San Martino, and in this marvelous place. I would like to address my welcome to the past students, some from Sarajevo, from Belgrade, and from Beirut, and from Jerusalem, from Bethlehem. Welcome to the professors, colleagues. I start with the student because I believe, all we believe, that you will be the future of this program. We have a clear idea. University has a task to educate, to train people that with their work serve the society, not utilize the society for each personal benefit, competition. We are in the very bad period, dear friends, and we have a task to discover again the values of solidarity, take care of the others, think into the others. But if you don't spread and educate the people to the solidarity of everyday life, we'll have only films of Hollywood. Hollywood approach to the life is horrible.
Thanks for your question on the interaction between university, the academic world, and diplomacy. I feel it's one of the most promising areas of action for diplomats and for the academic world. And IASI is in the front line in bringing forward these projects. Dialogue helps overcome these clashes, this lack of knowledge of the other. I think that the lack of knowledge of the other is one of the main reasons behind a number of conflicts all over the world. When you know whom you are talking to, what is his background, what are his reasons, many problems can be solved. If not solved, brought to solution. At least you can start the way leading to solution.
So as a representative of a military force employed within a United Nations operation, and we are talking about peacekeeping, when we talk about cooperation among the military forces, the diplomacy, and the academic worlds, namely the universities, this is a very challenging but very important aspect. I must say, honestly, the military forces, the military contingent, they should, and they do that, they grant security and they grant stability. And they do normally very well. But if you want to have a lasting stability, then you need additional competencies, additional cooperation. And in this framework, the competencies, the contribution of the diplomacy and the academic worlds, namely the universities, is paramount. The key of success to have a stability, a lasting stability, is this cooperation among the military forces for sure, the diplomacy and the academic worlds, namely the universities.
I will say it's a great honor for me to be here in San Marino and be a representative of the Catholic University Eichstätt-Ingolstadt. I say thank you to Professor Caneva to invite me and to give me the possibility to speak about the programs of our university to the subject of this seminar. And in my opinion, it is one of the main tasks of universities to bring people together to discuss national and international problems and to look for good solutions for these problems. And I think so we can together maybe develop a program, a good program for the future.
In the area of research, I think it is necessary to make a lot of research concerning the framework and the criteria and the knowledge about how to make peace, how to support peace. And this is an interdisciplinary task that I think the different subjects, the different disciplines of academic research has to cooperate more together to find out how we can support peace in theoretical and in practical dimensions. This is the first dimension.
I'm extremely proud to be part of this program of cooperation, university cooperation in the Mediterranean for peace and sustainability, because I think we all need to stand up for peace and also for cooperation between universities. Academia can do this. Academia are the best parts that can collaborate, because politicians, military interventions and so on are of course important, but the academia is neutral. And I think it is extremely important for our young generation of students to be part of this program. This is the second time that I'm participating here in San Martino al Cimino, and I'm extremely proud to see that there is so much goodwill in the room and that the students and the professors together can tackle these very difficult questions. But there is hope. As long as there is a dialogue, there is hope.
As a professor at the Lebanese University, a very hot region, the Middle East is now full of wars, full of conflicts. Being part of this program represents a big advantage and opportunity for us to foster the attitude of conflict resolution, the attitude of solidarity, the attitude of cooperation between Lebanese and between all the parts of our Middle Eastern society. And now we have a big problem of refugees in Lebanon. We have different conflicts, religious conflicts, a lot of conflicts and historical conflicts that date since ages. Being part of this program represents a real opportunity to overcome all these obstacles.
As an alumnus of one of these programs a few years ago, I feel privileged to have an opportunity to coordinate other students, younger students from my country and from other countries. Since I participated in a university cooperation program, I feel as if the experiences from that program follow me on a daily basis and enrich my life, the way I see the world and the way I think about the conflicts in my area and other places around the world.
I'm from a banking and finance background. Actually, this program made a major change in my life because since 2012, I made my thesis in Sports for Peace and I initiated my own project. This program made me think in a new way. It's thinking outside the box and going into new things like cooperation, looking for peace and looking for development in different areas. And for me, it was especially in sports. I advise each student or postgraduate student that will participate in this university cooperations to take this topic into serious and feel that he is involved in this mission and choose definitely something that he likes or she likes in order to proceed in. So you can work with multinational companies, you can work at your own, and definitely the most important thing is to start by yourself and try to change something around you, and then it will grow up.
Education is a very important sector that attract all the investment. This is what's supposed to do, because when you invest in youth, you invest in the future. And actually, through education, you can deliver your thoughts, you can accept diversity, you can obtain and maintain a good relation with others. Extra experience for me. It's like something that I'm proud of.
So it seems that the program that I had the opportunity to attend is met all my expectations, both professionally and personally. I think as a person it helped me to become more open, more critically oriented toward our reality and environment. And it helped me in the professional way. So I just would like to stress that this is a great responsibility. The opportunity to gain all this knowledge and skills.
This program is very important for students in the crisis area. The students and the university must cooperation and must have the dialogue.
Definitely being part of the Rome International Seminar is a great opportunity, and I am grateful to Professor Caneva for the organization of the conference, the possibility to be here with colleagues, students, the ambassador, military people. I learned a lot. There is the possibility to increase the dialogues between different countries and also between countries that are in conflict with each other, as in the case of the country which I'm working, Israel. My Israeli students will have the possibility to spend more than 3 days with Palestinian students. I'm pretty sure they will have the possibility to destroy, to break many barriers, to overcome many mistrust.
For me, it's always a great pleasure to participate in events such as this one and to cooperate in the project organized by Dr. Caneva, because he's always very much involved with this organization in all matters related to the peace, to reconciliation, to the development. It's something that I really believe that is very, very important, because I'm also coming from the recent crisis area from Bosnia and Herzegovina, and I completely understand all the problems I personally suffered living in a site Sarajevo. So it is very important to have such kind of organization when you meet all different people together and help them to understand one another with all differences. Some of them exist, some of them are maybe in the minds of the people. So when you face one with another, most of this prejudice would disappear, and it also gives possibility to create something very important and the quality.
I feel very proud, but also very emotionally touched for being here in this seminar this year. I want to say that the main task of the university is to educate people, to be knowledgeable and tolerant, and to develop such a knowledge that people can cooperate in good relationships, to make friendship and to live together in peace and mutual understanding and reconciliation here in this very turbulent time.
100 Palestinian and Israeli students benefited from this program. I take this opportunity to thank Italian cooperation, Italian government, and of course I should not forget Professor Massimo Caneva, who has managed all the programs not only in Palestine but also in other conflict resolution areas, you know, in the Balkans and in Lebanon, cooperation between universities.
It's nice to see different people from the world, from the areas of the conflicts meeting on the same table. So this gives us hope for the future of ourselves and of our sons. I think we have much to go, and at least one positive thing that we are in the steps of doing something good for this world.
I'm hoping that the results and the outcomes of this international seminar will be as great as the idea behind it. So now we are in the second edition of it, and hopefully I will come the next year with the new graduates of Syrian students from the Syrian Private University, cooperating and working with the other universities, and be proud of them as the fruits and the products of this great program.
After a week full of appointments, teachers and students of different countries, religion and cultures found important hints of dialogue, confrontation and reflection. In the Aula Magna of the University of Rome III, certificates of attendance have been issued. Taking part of the society's life with the idea of freedom within the truth, at the service of the citizen and the community, convinced that the university is today, more than ever, the place to build a future of peace.